So, what's better than a 0% APR credit card? It's 0%. Isn't that the best you can get? A business credit card at 0% for 18 months. Everybody on the internet, run to it, go get it. It's the best there is. Well, let's talk about what these clown little kids that are selling the cheap, easy product to make a little buck on the back end are not telling you. Now, the biggest problem is zero APR credit cards are limited to a small approval credit limit because it's 0% APR. We get credit lines and loans, the smallest of which on a credit line is like 400,000, and I'm just saying that because normally it's 500,000 and above. And normally, always, well, we haven't fallen short, is $1 million round one. Now, that's for real business owners and stuff like that. If you're not yet there, but you want to be there, I advise you and I will consult you on how to get your business really going and making real money. If you're just a kid and you have a CPN and you want to rob the system and you have no money and no business and you're not doing any business and you just want baby credit cards because you're not very bright, well, then you have baby credit cards. But truth be told is if you're getting baby credit cards, it's making your file go backwards and it's small amount. So the average business credit card, if your credit card files are like 20,000, it's going to match it. So that's like 20,000. The very biggest you're really going to get on a 0% APR credit card is 50,000. But these guys will never get that because one, the corp has to be set up a certain way and your personal credit has to be completely in aligned, and they don't care. They just want the mass number of people. So, point I'm making is, even if you got your $20,000 business credit card or 50,000, you're paying these little flunkies 15 or 20% success fee. Then your card, if you're gonna transfer money for other credit card debt or buy a purchase, is another 5% fee. So you're already at a DTI of like 25 to 30%, already dropping your credit score. And the zero APR does not count for cash advances. So if you're trying to do business and have cash, you pull out cash on the credit card, you're getting charged 25% interest on that and limited amount of cash that you can even pull out on the card. So they're not even usable. Now, if you use your business credit card for whatever you want to use it for, you're running up past 30% and you're definitely dropping your score. Not to mention, if you're going to run it through some other company and liquidate it to get cash, that's another 10%. So you're already maxed out the credit card. And when they say, oh, use it for your business, do these other things, well, how are you going to use a $25,000 credit card when already half of it's gone to fees and you're left with 12,000 bucks that you can't even really access because you're maxing out your credit card and you're dropping your credit score? So they say, oh, we'll get $100,000. Yeah, but yeah, in $20,000 increments, 5 cards, and you got to max each one of them out and drop your score. So you're putting yourself in a negative position. If you continue to have the balance on your business credit card for more than the 14 months or 18 months or somewhere 12 months, then they're going to retroactively charge you the APR percentage on that balance from the very beginning. If you did it smart, you get a credit line and loan, which is more flexible, and you're talking $400,000 or $500,000 for your business, so you can actually buy supplies, buy inventory, pay payroll, and carry the balance for 2, 3, 4, 5 years and make payments at a low interest rate. And I say low interest rate because once it's 0%, I mean, the back end I'm charging is 5%. So theirs is 20 to 25% because you got a transfer fee, you got a cash liquidation fee, and then you got their success fee. So there's 25% off your card out the door, whereas 5% on 500,000 you got on one loan, that's like nothing. It doesn't even affect anything. So it's 100 times better. And not to mention, when you're dealing with these, they have a whole bunch of kids working out of their living room, just out of off work from McDonald's in their loser drug selling life, and they're all running these cards up all over the internet. So you're getting tons of inquiries and tons of turndowns. So your credit is getting demolished, and your DTI is getting demolished, and your score is getting dropped. So on top of all that, when you have no money, you can't use it for any business or real business because there's no money there. So the whole thing is backwards. If you really want to do it right, you're going to want to have a credit line, a business credit line, and a loan. And they lie and say, oh, we have business credit lines at 0% APR and business loans at 0% APR. Newsflash, hate to tell you all, but that's a lie. Business credit lines do not go at 0% APR. Only the credit cards, and the loans definitely don't, no matter what their story is telling you. These kiddies have no clue. And when you're already at 25, 30% DTI on your business credit card, get this. When you've already maxed out your credit cards of, if you're lucky, they lie and say 200,000. They haven't got anybody 200,000 on business credit cards in their life. But then they advertise that and advertise 100,000. When reality is, it's like maybe very few get 100 because they're taking people at average weak files with terrible corporations, and corporations have been stolen and dissolved, and there's no real credibility to the corporation at all, so they're not getting crap for approvals. So on top of all this that's maxed out, once it's maxed out, all these credit lenders, business credit lenders, do automatic reviews of your credit card all the time, the debt levels, and then they start cutting your credit limits back. So your little baby ass small credit card gets even smaller with your tons of inquiries. And then you start missing payments, and you go into, and you can't get anything, or you're going because you can have inquiry removal because these retards don't know what they're doing, and you just destroyed your business. You destroyed your business credit, and you jacked up your personal because it's all personal guaranteed, which you should personal guarantee it, but you shouldn't get business credit cards. That's as dumb as doing daily pay loans at 35% per day on upwards. On a business credit card, once they start seeing you late and everything, the interest rate can go from 25% clear up to 60%. But hey, you guys like the simple, easy, retard kids that want to supply like the easy stuff because so many people aren't even real business owners and don't have a brain and don't want to manage their money and cash flow and make right moves. If you're a smart business owner, you want to make the right moves and get business credit lines and loans, which nobody can offer because they're not smart enough to get the real funding. They say, oh, they know what the lenders want for business credit cards. No, they don't. They can't even get business credit cards. They get small amounts and they get smaller and smaller. And they're not even these guys are, it's just hilarious. So you want real funding, you want a business high limit credit card that you can do things with that's dynamic, and you want business loans that can grow exponentially every 3 to 6 months. Now they're saying they can do multiple rounds because they copy off me. These guys cannot do funding every 3 to 6 months with business credit cards because all their clients drop. That's why they got to spend so much money advertising and flood the market with advertisement, because they got to get the all new dumb idiot wannabe business owners to get the business credit cards, jack up their files, and then they're not coming back because they can't come back because their scores are dropping, the credit limits are going down, and the cycle doesn't repeat. But they're too dumb to do it the right way, so they're going to advertise and steal keywords and say they're going to be able to fund people multiple times. No, they can't do that. They just hear keywords that I'm saying, and then they go out and mass market and act like they know what they're saying. And on top of that, some of them even advertise, well, use a real business to get into real estate. Well, with that little trinket money, you can't get anywhere. And they say, well, then get 100%. Well, no, they're not even getting 100%. I get 100% because it's private money on the property plus cash out. They're talking about single family 1 to 4 unit and using money from the credit cards to renovate or flip it, whatever, small things. But when you already have such a small amount of money of credit that you can't even max out because it's so limited, you don't have no money to renovate or do anything. And plus, single family stuff doesn't even grow exponentially. That's still based on all the other single family homes around there, because it goes off the appraised value of the other properties, not off the cash flow and not off the commercial aspect of it. So it's not off the income approach, whereas commercial real estate is. It's a big difference. That's why it can go exponentially. That's why all super rich people in high-end commercial real estate, and all the other people are in like the smaller residential stuff, 1 to 4 units or less. Plus, it's going to be harder for you to prove after your credit's all jacked up anyways on that level. So I'm just telling you, what's better than your 0% APR? About everything. So the credit lines and the loans is 100 times better. Now, if you're interested and you want to get into that and build your business, and I can help you scale it up or get it going off the ground, there's a lot of other things you can get into. You could flip cars, you could flip construction equipment, or all these things I can show you, or get in commercial real estate, or do other things, or I can help you with your real business and get that going as well. But they say they have the secret sauce. They don't have any secret sauce because they're just ghetto key term words. Like secret sauce in itself is just first grade level preschool. I mean, you're like going to like play doctor on the game operation to do brain surgery when you should be going to a specialist that knows exactly what they're doing and have done them many times and have proven track record and have done things on a high scale for real businesses and taking things public, not kids. I mean, one of the most important things in your life should be your credit and getting your cash flow in your business, because basically everything depends on it. And if you're gonna make all these wrong moves, I mean, your whole business and your future is not going anywhere. So if you're a smart business owner that wants to get real money and to actually go forward and grow exponentially, give me a call. If you're just a young punk idiot that likes to pretend and do play school money, yeah, sure, go get the business credit cards and then find out the hard way, because I see it all the time. You guys supply me with tons of people for credit repair, but you want to make real moves and get real money. I can get 10 times the amount of money at every single place, and I only need to go like a couple places and I got you $1 million of real easy money, dynamic money, flexible money, low interest rate, long-term money that grows exponentially, and things that these people can't do. The 0% business credit card is not free money. Everybody runs to it like it's free money, but it's not. It's like the government or some welfare stuff. You're not going to go get welfare checks and be on welfare as a loser because you think it's free money and just live a loser life because you like free money and run around on welfare and be a slob bum because you got little baby money, but it was free. That's the same thing as these business credit cards. Oh, it's a low credit limit, but it's 0 APR. Well, you need access to real cash. You need credit lines and loans. These guys are lying about the terms on the credit lines. Some say they can get credit lines. They can't. But if you're talking about real money, there's nowhere else to get it on the internet. I mean, if you just look at the way they dress and act and talk, you should understand they don't know what they're talking about. A corp, like personal, is dependent upon the size of accounts. You want to have giant, your big personal ones on your personal accounts, and you want to have big and bigger on your corporation. That's what makes it go exponential and grow. These kids, you're just hacking up your file, not to mention the corps that are stolen and dissolved and reinstated 5,000 times. I don't know. I just need smart people. I don't know if there's that many out there, but if you are a smart business owner and you actually really want to get to the next level and build wealth with real money, then yes, give me a call. 312-473-4163.